Hello and welcome to my channel, Modern IT Guru, a place where you can find infinite learning. From troubleshooting tech challenges to diving deep into the latest trends in software, hardware, and all things tech, this channel has you covered. Whether you are an IT enthusiast, a seasoned pro, or just someone curious about how it all works, there's something here for everyone. So let's begin. In this tutorial, our focus is on the effective management of Win32 applications using Microsoft Intune. This will help streamlining application management for better efficiency. We will explore the basics of Win32 App Management, including its benefits and requirements, followed by detailed steps on preparing these applications for uploading to Intune. Understanding the basics of Win32 App Management is essential for effective deployment and maintenance of applications within an organization. We will look at what constitutes a Win32 application and how this management system works within Microsoft Intune. Win32 applications are traditional desktop applications developed for Windows operating system, which means they can only be deployed on devices with Windows operating systems on them. To name some, like Windows 7, Windows 10, and most recent one, Windows 11. These apps are the ones which you typically install via an exe and MSI files. They utilize the Win32 API and can be packaged for deployment on multiple devices via management platforms like Microsoft Intune. Managing Win32 applications with Intune offers numerous benefits, including streamlined deployment, centralized management for a central console, and enhanced security features ensuring compliance and safeguarding sensitive data using app protection policies. Organizations can ensure that apps are consistently updated and maintained across all devices. Let's look at some of the requirements and prerequisites. To deploy and manage a Win32 app, you must have a valid Intune subscription. The devices on which you're going to install the apps using Microsoft Intune must be on at least Windows 10 version 1607 or later, except for Windows Home editions. Devices must be enrolled in Microsoft Intune and the application size must not exceed 30 GB. Once you have met the above requirements, you're ready to prepare the app for onboarding to Intune. Once the basics of Win32 app management are understood, the next step is to learn how to prepare and upload these applications in Microsoft Intune. This section will guide you through the necessary steps and tools required for successfully preparing your app content. Preparing a Win32 app for deployment involves creating an installer package that meets Intune's requirements. As an Intune administrator, this responsibility is out of scope for you. Generally, in the case of in-house applications, packages are created by application administrators or developers, and they must ensure proper command line arguments and installation settings are considered for a seamless installation experience on user devices. Once the apps are packaged, they are shared with us to deploy them on devices using Microsoft Intune. For third-party applications, packages are either downloaded from the internet or provided by the vendor themselves. Once Intune administrators receives the package, that's where you must prepare the app using the Microsoft Win32 Content Prep tool. This tool is essential for converting installation files into a format compatible with Intune. This tool simplifies the packaging process and ensures that the app can be easily uploaded and deployed via the Intune portal. Further, on devices managed by Intune, Microsoft Intune Management Extension or IME provides Win32 app type capabilities. IME gets installed on the Windows devices automatically when you assign a script or Win32 app to a user or device using Microsoft Intune. So, enough of the talking now. Let's look at something practical and share a live demo. So to begin with, the first and the foremost thing which I would need is the software files. So I have downloaded some softwares from the internet which I have already saved in my directory ctemp. I have two folders, one is labs and the second one is labs install. So in these folders, I have created two subfolders. One is for the input file and the second one is for the output file. If I double click to open the input file, I already have my labs MSI downloaded there. And if I go into the output file, I have nothing in there, which means I will save the converted file into this particular location. Let's go back to my temp folder where you can see the Intune Win app utility, which I have already downloaded from the internet. So to download the Intune Win app utility or the Win32 content prep tool, open up a browser. In my case, I will open up Google Chrome. In the Google Chrome window, I will type in Win32 content prep tool and hit enter. On this page, you will see two URLs. One is for the GitHub website and the second one is for the Microsoft website. To download the content prep tool, you have to download it from the GitHub website, but if in case you click on the Microsoft website and click on the link to download the Microsoft Win32 content prep tool, it will redirect to the same GitHub location where you can find all the files related to Microsoft Win32 content prep tool. So the thing which we are looking here for is Intune Win app utility. I'll click on that and click on download. This will download the Intune Win app utility, which I have already pre-downloaded, and save it in my location C temp. If I go back one folder, you will see some other files which are related to license and README. I would suggest you that you click on this README file, wherein you will find more information about this tool and the prerequisites to run this particular tool. So here they have mentioned that you need to have .NET Framework 4.7.2 or later. To verify that I have the .NET Framework 4.7.2 installed on my computer, I will open up Registry Editor. To do that, I'll click on the Windows icon and type in Registry Editor and hit enter. This will open up my Registry Editor, and I have already opened up the location where my .NET Framework information is saved. So all you have to do is you need to go into HKey Local Machines, Softwares, Microsoft, .NET Framework Setup, NDP, v4 and 4. Here you will find the version of your .NET Framework. In my case, it's 4.8. So I definitely meet the prerequisite and I can proceed with my Intune Win app utility. So now I have the Intune Win app utility downloaded from the internet, so I can proceed with converting installation files into a format compatible with Intune. But before we proceed, do you think we need to test our software installation and uninstallation? The answer is yes. You must verify that the software packages which you have available with you gets installed and uninstalled on the computer using the command line interface, and you need to capture those information to be used later when you're onboarding your app into Microsoft Intune, because you need to pass on the installation command and uninstallation command onto your configuration settings when you're onboarding your app into Intune. So let's do one thing. Let me show you whether the apps get installed and uninstalled successfully and we capture the installation and uninstallation information for future use. So what I will do is I will go into labs and double click to the input folder. Here I have the labs MSI file. So either I can double click on that to install this particular application. However, we need to know the installation command. So what I would do is I will open up a command prompt as administrator. And I will use this in order to test whether my software gets installed and uninstalled using a command line interface. So first I need to verify the location of my command prompt window. So currently it is set to C Windows System 32. However, my software is saved under C, Temp, Labs and Input folder. So first I will set the location, or you can say I will change the location of my command prompt window to the location of my file saved. To do that, what I will do is, first of all, I will copy the location of my file and then I will go back into my command prompt window. So I will type in cd space and the location of my file and hit enter. So now the location of my command prompt window is saved to the location where my file is present. So what I need now is the installation command to install this software on my Windows computer. So I already have the installation command for this software, which I have copied from the Microsoft website, and I will paste it here. So the command is msi exec /i space the name of the MSI file and some more arguments which are related to silent installation and storing the logs in this particular location, just to verify that the software gets installed and it saves the installation log file in this location. So I will hit enter. So what it will do is it will install the software and save the logs in this particular location. So to verify whether my software is installed, I will click on the Windows icon And you will see in the recently added app, I have the Labs UI installed on my computer. So the second way to verify is I will go into the add and remove programs. For that, I will type in fwiz.cpl and hit enter. It will open up my program and features where you can find local administrator password solution installed. So let's verify the logs for the installation. To do that, I will go into my C drive and click on Windows folder and look for logs. So I have saved the installation file right on this location. If I double click to open this, it will bring me the logs for the installation. I will maximize the window and I will go all the way to the bottom of this particular log file. And here I would see that it says Windows installer installed the product. The product name is local administrative password solution, and it also gives me the version of the software along with other information. So that means we have successfully installed this software and verified that our installation command works absolutely as it is supposed to be. So now we have to look for uninstalling this particular software. But hold on, before you uninstall the software, you need to know the uninstallation command. So I will show you how you can get the uninstallation command for this particular software. So the first thing which I will do is I will close the install log file and open up registry editor. So on my registry editor screen, I will expand HKey local machine. I'll expand softwares and go into Microsoft. Inside Microsoft, I'll look for Windows, which is right here, and expand Windows and expand current version. Inside current version, I will go and look for uninstall. If I expand uninstall, you will find the list of programs which are already installed on your computer along with their relevant key. So I have to look for the key which is relevant to Labs. In my case, the Labs key is this one. And if I see on the right hand side, it gives me the display name as local administrator password solution. And if I look at the uninstallation string, it gives me the information about uninstallation string. So what I will do is I will copy this one and save it somewhere on my notepad. So now what I will do is I will close the registry editor. So to uninstall the software, I will open up the command prompt in administrator mode. And I will type in the uninstallation command to uninstall Labs from this computer. I have already copied the uninstallation command and I will paste it right here. So the command says msiexec.exe /x for uninstall and the key for the software itself, and followed by /qn, which is for quiet uninstallation, and /l*v to log the uninstallation logs, and I will hit enter. So what it will do is it will uninstall the software from my computer and from my add and remove programs. Along with that, it will save the uninstallation log file on this particular location. To verify, I will click on the Windows icon and you can see the Labs is not available anymore. If in case I look for Labs, I don't have Labs software installed. Now I will go into the add and remove programs and I will refresh this screen. You will see that local administrator password solution has disappeared from my programs and features. And if I go into my registry editor, you will not see the registry key for this particular software anymore. So let's go and verify the installation logs. I'll go back into my C Windows logs file where you see that uninstallation log file is kept here. If I double click to open it and maximize the screen and go to the very bottom of the screen, it will show Windows installer remove the product and the product name and the version and other information related to product. So now we have the installation command and uninstallation command for this particular software. So now we are ready to convert the installation files into a format which is Intune compatible. So now I'm back in my ctemp folder where I have my installation files stored. So now I'm ready to convert the files, and in order to do that, I will click on my Windows icon and open up command prompt as administrator. So now I have the command prompt window open and the location of my command prompt is set to C Windows System 32, which is the default location. So I need to first change this location to a place where my Intune Win utility is stored. So I will go back on my previous screen and go into my temp folder and I see that Intune Win app utility is saved on this location. So I'll copy the location and open up my command prompt window again and type in cd space the location of my Intune Win app utility and hit enter. So now we have changed the location successfully. So if I type in dir and hit enter, you will see all the files or folders which are present in this location. So there are various ways by which you can run the Intune WinApp utility and convert your installation files into a format which is compatible with Intune. I will show you both the methods. So first is that you straight away run this Intune WinApp utility and hit enter. So this will ask you for the source folder and followed by other questions. So I will go back into my file explorer, double click on labs and go into my input. I have my software installation file here. So I'll copy the location and go back to my command prompt window and paste it and hit enter. Now it asks you, please specify the setup file. So the setup file will be our labs installation MSI file. So I will go back on my file explorer, right click on this particular file and copy the name of the particular file. I go back into my command prompt window and paste the file name and hit enter. So now it asks me where you want the converted file to be saved to. So I'll go back into my file explorer, go back one screen and double click on my output folder and copy the folder location. I'll go back into my command prompt, paste the location and hit enter. So it asks you, do you want to specify catalog folder? So this is only applicable if you want to have a catalog folder created. But in our case, we do not want that to happen. So I'll type in N and hit enter. What it will do is, it will run the command and it will convert the installation file into an Intune Win file. So if I go back on my file explorer, you will see there is a file on this output location with the name Intune Win. So this is the file which we are going to later use on our Microsoft Intune screen when we are onboarding this application into Microsoft Intune. Let me show you the second method. So the second method is that you actually specify the complete command with your source location, the file name and the output location and straight away hit enter. What it does is it will pick up your source location, it will pick up the file from the source location and it will convert the file and drop the converted file into your output folder. So to identify what that command will be, what I will do is I will type in Intune WinApp utility.exe and followed by space and a slash and type in the letter H, that is for help, and hit enter. It will show you the version of your Intune WinApp utility, which in our case is version 1.8.6.0. Along with that, it will give you some sample commands. So if in case you type in Intune WinApp utility space /v, it will give you the version of the command. Let me show you. So now it shows the version of your Intune WinApp utility. So similarly, if you're looking for usage information for the tool, you have to use Intune WinApp utility space -h. And another command which you will see is how to use your Intune WinApp utility to convert your software installation files into a Intune Win file. Over here it says that you need to use Intune WinApp utility space -c space and the source of the folder space -s and the file name space -o and the output folder location space -a if in case you want to specify the catalog folder and space -q, which will be for the quiet command. So let's use this command and see whether it converts the file for us. So I've already created my installation command, which I will copy and just paste it on this particular window. So it says Intune WinApp utility space -c and that will be my input location space -s and specify the installation file space -o and the output folder followed by space -q, that is for the quiet, and hit enter. So what it does exactly the same. So what it's doing is it's getting the file from the source location and dropping it into the output location. So if I go back on my Windows Explorer screen, you see that I have already generated the Intune Win file in my output folder location. So this is how you actually convert your software installation files into a file format which is compatible with Intune. With this, we have prepared the app and it's ready for uploading to Intune. In the next video, we will look at how to upload the app to Intune, the configuration settings required, such as deployment options and user requirements, which must be carefully set to ensure the app functions correctly on all the devices. I really appreciate your attention and participation and looking forward to your questions and feedbacks if any. This will really help us to work on things we are missing on. We are soon coming with our own website where you can explore what we have to offer and directly send your questions to us, and we will respond to your questions via email. Do look in the description section of this video for more information. Until then, feel free to post your questions in the comment section of this video, and do like and subscribe to our channel and stay connected for future updates and insights. Thank you everyone. See you in the next video.